Alright, everybody keep it professional. No saying anything goofy. I will go there. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. Today we have a cooking competition. Everyone made ramen. So first up, we have Jason Marks. Can you tell us about your dish? Show me first. And before that, let's introduce our 3 judges. If you could say your name, a thing about you, and some of your cooking background, and stuff like that. We'll start.
My name is Jessica. As far as my cooking background, I have a wide range and variety of things that I like to cook: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, cupcakes, baking. So I'm definitely experienced in the world of the culinary arts. So I'm very excited as what I see in front of me today.
My name is Basil. As far as culinary experience, I have quite a few. I like to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm quite excited to see what I see in front of me today.
My name's Shay. For my cooking skills, I mostly cook breakfast and dinner. I don't care about lunch, me personally. But my cooking skills, they're pretty decent. So what I taste today, I hope, they're good, really. And I will have a fair rating. I won't be biased, even though I know most of you. But I just hope we can have a fair competition and have fun.
Thank you. So first we'll be trying Jason Mark's dish, which is, can you point to your dish, Jason? There's Jason's dish. And can you tell us about it real quick before we bite into it?
Alright, so here we have my spicy tangy ramen. It consists of milk, cheese, and a bunch of other spicy ingredients to make the broth creamy. And I also use the broth from cooking the noodles. What I did with that was, after I boiled the noodles, took the noodles out, put it in the sauce, and while that was marinating, I put the seasoning packet in the water, stirred it up, and poured it in slowly as I was cooking it, just to make sure I don't get too much of a watery consistency, but the perfect creamy consistency. So, and also as garnish, I have green onions and some crushed red pepper. And interestingly enough, I use the steak as a garnish as well. And it's supposed to complement. It's also supposed to complement the noodles on top of that.
All right.
I hope you enjoy.
Alright.
So if you guys are ready,
Yeah.
go ahead and
Want to put them on plates?
We'll move this and
just
remember we got a fork. Y'all want to use a fork?
you can be uncultured if you want to.
Alright.
Yeah, move it to the middle so everybody
yes, everybody. Okay.
can. Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Make sure you get some meat.
Yeah, get that meat in.
Okay, come down here.
Go for it.
Go for it, man.
The meat to noodle ratio is
know.
kind of off.
Don't worry. It has to go with spaghetti too.
Get it.
Some meat for two, my boy.
He said he's struggling all
I'm
day.
struggling.
Pick up the fork, Chad.
It's okay. Just be weak, man. Just be weak.
Just be
Real
uncultured.
people know how to use chopsticks.
We won't make fun of you. We'll just make fun of you, man.
No, I don't.
Yeah, don't need all the. You would also like to try.
Alright, yeah, I gotta pick up the fork.
She hasn't eaten none.
You know what?
She's got it. She got it.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Well, Shay don't.
I don't.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you
I
taste
forgot
your
to
finished
use
product?
chopsticks. Literally, like, use them last time.
All
Oh,
of
Jason
you're
food looks
blocking
good.
it.
Yeah.
Sit down, show so keep you in
The way you're
frame.
not even
Yeah.
ordering to
Man, the cheese is cheating, man. I mean,
That's insane. I've never seen ramen like that.
yeah, beautiful consistency.
Is it good?
Amazing. I'm hoping that he slightly overcooked it, actually. He left it on high when he
Are
went
we
to go
for
reheat
final
it.
judgment?
Go for it. Nobody's stopping you.
Shay, be done so we can hear.
So, let him.
Let him cook. I mean, let him eat.
Oh, you want to try without the meat too?
It's two bites is never good.
He's a big contender. Hey, Dick, look.
3 bites? I've never seen this before. What the fuck? The meat must be delectable. There's no way. I've never seen it. Oh my god.
Truly enjoy the meal. Oh my god. He didn't even think
This
of
video's
it.
getting copyrighted, by the way.
Alright, just
Oh my god.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I think I'm ready.
Oh my god. I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
You need one, Shay? You're struggling. Okay, you got
They're
it.
gonna be like, yeah, it's actually quite bad.
Yeah, this is the worst thing I
I
ever
want to
heard.
hear the final verdict.
Okay.
Now we get a palate cleanser for having the next
Yeah,
meal.
yes. Drink some water.
It's a water. I don't want you to still taste spiciness when you eat my food.
Okay, who's up next?
Jalen is.
Jalen.
We're saving opinions for last.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm terrified.
I mean, unless y'all want this
What's that
monetary in the background,
Whew.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Jalen, separate for him?
I'll be right back.
Cranberry chopsticks.
Alright, Jalen's up next. That was good, I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
That's definitely better than mine.
My dish is very special because this is a traditional Japanese dish with Chinese noodles, and I seasoned it like a black person. And yeah, I stuck with pork chop for my meat, and usually in a traditional noodle, it'll be fried, of course, but I went for a bold approach. I grilled mine just so I can have a different flavor profile than what's already on the market. I have a perfect soft-boiled egg ready to be broken on top, of course. So this is the seaweed to complement the meat and the noodles. The saltiness of the seaweed will mix with the tanginess and the savoriness of the rest of the food, of course. And then, of course, just for beautiful decoration, I have a couple yellow bell peppers just to even out the color profile.
All right. If you guys are ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to get like meat.
Right.
You want y'all
So I can
wanna?
try things by
A
itself.
piece of seaweed, of course.
That's for all up in your mouth.
What would y'all need knives as well?
Hey, can I try my own?
Well, wait. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Have the leftovers.
Because I'm not gonna lie, another thing with my dish is it's,
Do you guys mind
if it sits for
I
too
bring
long,
the-
it'll start
for that
solidifying.
Oh.
That's a soft boil.
I
right?
can't.
Now
I
that's why I didn't do an egg, because I don't know how to soft boil it perfectly.
Perfect.
You like, you like almost
That
hard
was my
boil
first
it.
time soft boiling the egg. I was really terrified.
You like almost boil it all the way, then you don't.
Wait, is this like just seaweed in
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that's just seaweed.
It's gonna take a sheet.
Of course.
Someone has to split.
We might need one more sheet for a judge if it's
Nah, they'll
requested.
break it. They'll break it.
No. They got it. They got it.
It's like paper.
We're like, what do y'all eat?
So what I'm gonna do is put it all in the
Noodle.
in the.
That's a good idea.
Exactly how it's supposed to be.
Alright, I'll try it all together and then try it separately. That's
His noodles are very thin.
Yeah, that's that Chinese noodles helping.
That's better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
easy for
I love
digestion with the
Chinese
seaweed.
coming to beat me, I ain't gonna lie.
Then noodles are the way to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I feel like this is my first time making noodles not in the microwave. Even in the
That's
microwave, I
allowed.
add seasoning. No, I never do on the. Even in the microwave, I add seasoning, but I just.
You've never made
Yeah.
noodles on the stove? That's not using
No
my
seasoning
microwave.
packet from me at all. You know.
No seasoning packet. I always use it, man. It's such a good
They
fallback.
have the formula now.
You know.
So here we have a little egg and
shush.
seaweed.
I love seasoning.
Oh my god. The soft boiled egg was such a strong choice. I'm so happy about it.
I saw the way it broke and it made me nervous. I felt like
It
Like-
made it to the table.
Yeah.
Made it for the presentation.
I had a second one just in case.
they're going back. I should have made the Pepsi noodles.
I should have made the Husky
It would
noodle.
have been such a unique flavor. They would have been forced to go
But
back
no
for a
one
second
wants
bite.
that.
They would have questioned. They would have questioned
I
it.
told my cousin, I saw him at Walmart and I told him what y'all were doing and I told him about the Pepsi noodle. He's like, you know what? I mean,
I had
a lot of
thing
Thai
yesterday
food has
too,
sweet and
except
sour.
It was a unique take, for sure.
And we have to do trivia.
Should have.
I'm not gonna lie,
And
Pepsi
bro,
noodles
you got
can't be
Hershey.
worse than the Hershey burger that Burger King had in like Japan or something.
The Hershey burger.
Hershey burger.
They put Hershey's on the burger. It was like,
I'll try
it was
that.
like a Whopper with chocolate.
Well, you know you try that.
I didn't say I would like it. I said I would try it.
Yeah, we know, Jonathan, we
I'm
know.
good. I'm good. They didn't need to put their
I
past.
mean, I've had
Oh,
Hershey
my dish is
candy
definitely
canes.
worse.
Now the donut, the fried chicken donut sandwich with the donuts as the buns, that was innovative because it's a sweet and savory.
Okay, is
Yeah,
everybody
I
ready, by
feel
the
like
way,
that
for
tastes
the next dish?
really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
next dish. Drink some water. Cleanse
Chef
the palate.
Nelson
Yeah, bro.
might earn your rank up with this one.
You are not sponsored. Put that down.
Yeah, put that down for they sue us.
Go.
Chef Middleton, go for it.
Unauthorized use of Pepsi or no, what was that?
Okay.
Unauthorized use of Coca-Cola in
So,
this video.
the dish I prepared is a one-of-a-kind dish. I call this country fried noodles. So, my dish consists of Taiwanese noodles, which are often thicker and more slimy, which some people don't often get, but it's very different. You'll see once you try it. I also topped it with green onions to add to it, and it was also cooked using green onions. So it has a very unique flavor profile that they didn't have. The main star of this dish is my country fried steak, something most people have never had or heard before. I was inspired to make this dish because 3 years ago from today, I was in Oklahoma and I tried it today. And it was amazing. And I felt like when I was coming to this, I wanted something that nobody has ever tasted before, a one-of-a-kind dish, and that's what you're about to taste today. Thank you. Enjoy.
You ate that in a thing.
I'll get a tissue. Nah, really.
Alright.
Oh, the broth. Okay, the broth.
There's broth.
Yeah.
These are some odd-looking noodles.
It's always nice to go in a bold direction.
I think Jonathan used chicken. Somebody had pork chops and what steak? Another one.
No, I used steak. It was 2 things of steak.
But yeah, but he grilled and he fried.
It would've been really cool if
country
you-
fried steak. Oh, I thought I heard chicken.
It would have been really cool if you used chicken though. So we have steak, pork, and
Yeah.
steak, pork, and chicken. All the 3 different types of meat.
Yeah, I love this. I don't like dark meat anyway.
Good. I like that
That's
reaction a
probably why I
lot.
don't get mine.
Good, really good.
Oh yeah, these are mine. How do I doing these winners?
Huh?
These are reused.
Second line.
Yeah, I know. We didn't throw them away.
Serving.
That's it. Everybody did.
It's the sound of serving. Gotta love it.
I pick up stuff and I put it down. What are we grading it on? Normally they have categories.
We'll do presentation.
Okay.
Flavor, taste,
Mhm.
and the way it was presented, I believe.
Okay, yeah. And then overall though,
Oh,
well, and then we'll do a
That
wet.
presentation was.
Presentation, flavor.
We can do 2 categories. We can do presentation and flavor. So the main ranking that will go off is flavor,
Yeah.
but we'll also give whoever had the best presentation, and then we'll
like
also do
a
best.
separate.
Yeah, we'll do
I was
separate.
I was thinking taste, presentation, and then like how they introduce their
Okay, I think that's great. We'll have 3 separate
Introduction,
categories.
oh, okay.
Introduction.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, presentation is how it was plated, guys. Okay, what do we grade it on? Just like 1 to 5?
One to
Yeah,
five.
1 to 5.
1 to 5. 1 to 5.
Okay.
1 to 5. That's such an odd number.
We can do 1 to 10. We do 1 to 10,
Okay.
and you can go into detail. If you like the specific thing, a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we allowing point fives?
First,
Huh?
Are we allowing point
Yeah, you
fives?
can use 0.5 too. You can use 0.5. So you like 7.5, whatever. We'll start with your thoughts on Jason dish.
okay, so we'll put Jason dish back here. So as he get his song presentation judges,
Oh, you pretty much haven't tried it yet. No, you
0
can
to
eat.
10.
No, you can eat. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So for me, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll put this at a decent 8.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any other thoughts?
Oh,
Yeah.
You have any thoughts?
The only reason I'm giving it an 8, I'll give it an 8.5. And the
Okay.
reason why is because
Let me write this down.
presentation was definitely, it was definitely something that I've seen before, so I was very excited to see that, the way that the meat was around the noodles, garnished. I do wish that the garnish was cut a little bit smaller though, so that it would have been like easier to like stick to the noodles, and I would have been able to taste that as well. The broth is very creamy but spicy, cheesy, so it's a good combination of that. The steak was also cooked. It was very tender, very juicy, so that's what I was looking for in that. Overall, 8.5. Very much enjoyed the dish.
If I may add, that was my I'm not really experienced in cutting vegetables, so
It's
that's
fine.
kind of
It's fine. It's fine.
Of course,
It's fine.
of course.
Yeah, I know. I was
It's our
just
first
throwing that in there.
competition.
It's our first competition.
Me either.
I've never fried food before this.
Yeah.
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 I was just saying because I was really impressed with how
This
it
is
came
probably
out,
the
but
most
I
Jonathan
enjoy,
has ever really cooked. So
I appreciate the critique. I'll try to cut it better next time.
Okay. We're going on presentation.
James,
Presentation for now.
Presentation.
For, oh, we're just doing presentation right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always just presentation.
Was that
Oh,
your
we're
whole?
That was your
I
overall.
did all three of them.
Yeah, do
Okay,
overall.
that's fine. That's
8.5.
fine.
Yeah, give it overall.
Okay.
We can go to the subcategories after. So give it overall, and then at the end, like once we have which is better this, we'll go best presentation, subcategories.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give this just a solid 8. The reason I give it an 8 is because overall, it was amazing. The flavor, the presentation with the meat around the bowl and the noodles in the middle really put the dish together. And all in all, really good.
See, my outfit matches mine.
I personally give this dish a 7. That's just me personally. The flavor
very
was
straight.
powerful. The spice was great.
Number me,
The
man.
steak was cooked good as well.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like for the steak,
Use the 10th
it wasn't much season on it as I would expect it to be, but it kind of but the noodles kind of helped it a bit overall. But yeah, that's why I leave it
So
as
overall,
at least a
8.5.
7 for now. I mean, yo, in
Oops,
general,
wrong.
that's
Sorry.
my overall.
I meant to
score.
do going down.
Okay. We got a
You
8.5.
gotta put it
At
in.
8 and a 7.
Okay. Okay.
I
All
was
right.
on
Any final thoughts for Jason that y'all would like to share?
Ashley
I
said,
also go ahead.
Ashley said the garnish could have been cut a little bit more and made it more diced. But other than that, really good.
I want to throw in that I like the texture of the noodles. That's always something that I look for. I don't like a hard noodle. I don't like a mushy noodle. So it's like right in the middle, and I really appreciate that.
That's nice.
I can also agree with that part as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Mr. Hall.
It's the whole. That's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
For this dish, I love the incorporation of what kind of noodles were these?
These Chinese noodles.
I love the incorporation of the Chinese noodles. The seaweed definitely added to the presentation as well as the taste. What kind of meat did you use?
That's pork chop.
Pork chop. So
How do you prepare it?
Grilled.
the pork chop, I feel it gave me a confused flavor. Because it's like you had the savoriness that it was like grilled, and then you got the noodles and everything. I also feel like your noodles were a little. No, that was the noodles were a good consistency, and the broth tasted well. I love the addition to the bell peppers because as I ate it, the bell pepper added a punch and a slight sweetness to the bite. So I really enjoyed that. As far as your garnish, the egg, I love the addition of the egg. Whenever I like split it open and it cracked onto the noodles, it gave it a creaminess that really brought the noodles together since they're so thin. So I like that as well. I'm gonna give this a 9.
Okay. Pretty fun.
To add on to what she said, the seaweed really off the presentation. Ignoring that. the inclusion of the Chinese noodles and the pork, as she said, they were confusing. Like
Gotta get you some meat in there.
like the taste didn't really go together, but it still tasted good, surprisingly. And with the what were these peppers?
Bell peppers, yep.
The bell peppers, even though I didn't really taste them in the dish, I like the presentation that they added. So overall, I'll give it another 8. Actually, 8.5.
Interesting rankings, but yeah, they pretty much said everything. I like how the bell peppers and pork chop kind of complement each other with the noodles. I like that. It's even though it's like bland, it's nothing like crazy with a lot of seasoning stuff. I like how basic and simple it is, and it can still pack some flavor. So that's why I enjoyed it, and I will give this thing.
8.
Wow. Okay. Well, next up. Last but not least, okay. Jonathan.
As far as Jonathan's, I'm going to have to give this a 7. And that is because I love the broth. The broth is like liquidy and it's smooth and I like the broth, I do. The noodles, however, I feel were overcooked because I wasn't able to chew them. They just kind of like meshed in my mouth, and it's also very strong on the pepper side. However, I feel like the score comes mainly from the steak. That's Kentucky Fried.
Yeah, it's country fried steak.
I'm sorry, country fried steak. It tasted like katsu, and that really amazed me because it's steak, but it tasted like chicken. And it was like I was eating at like a ramen restaurant whenever I ate it. I'm like, okay, it's a nice flavor. It still had a crunch, regardless of sitting in the broth, and the flavor was immaculate. So I must say, I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay, yeah. The noodles I use weren't normal noodles, so they're Taiwanese. And so often the way that the noodles are, they're less thick and like less, like the way that they break are different. So I see where you're coming from. I wanted to try something different, but I'll try to keep that in mind next time. Thank you.
I have a lot to say about this. While yes, I love the broth, the noodles kind of threw me off for the presentation because they just from the brown look, from the fact that they're brown, they looked unusual. Right. Now, the meat was very good. I mean, very good. I've never had fried steak.
Thank you, sir.
That's something I've never tried before. And when I wrapped in, what's that?
It's green onion.
Green onion?
Yeah.
The green onion, like, it's what was needed. It was needed. It really brought the dish all together. When you wrap the noodles, the meat, and the onion together, an explosion in my mouth. So for that, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And may I also, may I add that
Go ahead.
the steak next time, I feel like it was cooked just a tad bit long because as I was chewing it, it was good. The flavor was great, but it was tough.
Gotcha.
It was tough. It was similar to the pork chop from that ramen. They were tough. And I feel like if a little moisture was added while it was cooking, that would have made all the bitter difference. Well, as far as yours, you were frying it.
Cut it down, maybe a minute or 2.
But the flavor was great, but as far as chewing it, it took a lot just to get through it, so it wasn't as tender as I expect a meat and ramen to be. So that's all I want.
All right, thank you so much.
This was an unexpected meal. Not meal, but noodles. I'll say. Like Jess said, the noodles. It was a bit too much pepper, sadly. It was really strong. So like with the steak, it didn't complement it very well, but it was still interesting. That made it kind of work. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, I saw when you took a bite. You were like, what?
It kind of worked. It kind of works, but I feel like it was too much broth for the noodles to like sit and give it extra flavor that wasn't needed.
Yeah, it sat a little bit longer than I would have wanted it to when waiting because I went last, but I mean, it happens as a part of preparing food. You gotta come before it happens.
But me personally, I don't think the noodles complement the steak. Even though it was good, it's still weird personally. But I will.
I'll give it. It's mine.
I'll give it a 7 for now, cause the pepper kind of helped in a way. I really can't describe it. But I'll give it a 6.5. I said so. I'll give it 6.5. It still needs work. It still needs.
A good 6.5 at most. Cause I tasted it. It was like the noodles
No, but I
and
want
the
to be
chicken.
honest though.
No, that's
No,
You're fine.
That's doing your job.
They tasted like 2 separate things.
Okay.
Right,
So I guess
exactly.
we're gonna calculate these scores. You know, so I don't do math no more. Okay.
They beat you
He
up,
said
Jonathan.
6.5. I didn't know it.
There's always that 10th out there, man. What is his problem?
I said 7, but then I had to think about it and like.
That's what I mean. You said 6.5. I was like,
My favorite one was this one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cause I don't know, this one tasted very green, but no one mentioned
You said it tasted very green.
it. Green.
I need to
What is green?
Wait, green
Like
or green
lots
like
of
the
it-
color?
Like vegetable.
It tasted
I
very
love
health.
that.
It tasted very like grass.
I
But yeah,
vegetables.
what was your opinion on everything?
Huh?
I said, what was your opinion on everything?
Oh yeah.
She's not a judge, but I'm just asking.
I liked the noodles and I like this. I liked it, but I don't know how I pulled it.
I love that.
This
I
was
feel like I
very
should have
mixed.
went
Like they
Okay,
tasted good, they're all put together.
From your,
You know, balance
Ernst
it.
Young calculations,
I'm gonna go balance out.
Jason had 25 across the board.
Nice, that's nice. That's nice.
We got, oh shoot, did I add this the wrong one?
Oh,
It's
It's across, right?
Yeah.
No, or it's supposed to be
It's down. It's going down.
down.
Oh, hold on.
Go
It's
ahead.
down.
mother.
So, Jonathan,
Dang.
you had 23 out of 30.
Mhm.
It was close. It was close.
It happens. That's part of being the chef.
Jason, you had 23.5.
That
that-
difference between
that-
me and Shane.
That you and Jonathan would have been really close, but Shay changed his score from a 7 to 6.5. You hate to see it. Jalen had 25.5. So at that conclusion, Jalen won the first cook-off that we ever had. I am Chef
Thank you.
Six. How you feel?
I am Chef H. It should be the name of the channel.
You know, it's rewarding, you know, because it just shows that the time and effort that I put in, you know, paid off. You know, I have technically cheated back in like freshman year in high school. I did a cooking class in After School Matters, and you know that was something that I got to do. So that probably definitely helped with the portions of cutting and stuff like that. And it's sad to see that my meat was probably slightly overcooked and slightly more moist. But that's a small problem in a big load that still got me 25 out of 30 points. So I'm still happy about this overall. Thank you.
No problem.
I wanted to add hot sauce, but I thought it interfered
I love
with the
some
flavor.
roasted
It would have been too hot.
I mean, because it's a little spicy
That's
right
your-
now.
But no, the seaweed definitely
That
helped
was-
it out in my.
Oh, okay, so the
spicy,
shit.
like my
But
mouth
did you
was
have the
burning.
meat?
So,
Yeah, I ate the meat. It's good. I like it. I like it.
but yeah, like you said, I feel like I just seasoned it a bit.
How's it?
But it
Well,
just-
yeah,
But Jalen, the seaweed really helped it.
Yeah, dude. When I picked up that seaweed at Jewel Osco, I knew it was gonna change something. I knew it was gonna change something.
Like it's so bland, but it kind of alerts things to the seaweed. It's really bland and
I
basic.
love salted seafood.
But like, not in a
But I feel like
bad
it
way.
wouldn't work with this dish.
But like, it's something I know I could eat.
Initially,
Also, for yours, I feel like the meat needs a little more flavor.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because I feel like the meat made or break that dish. When I ate it in the little seaweed wrap, the noodles had flavor, the bell pepper was sweet, but the meat,
The seaweed is helping.
That's why I said the
Yeah.
seaweed helps it.
The seaweed.
Mom, did you try the dishes to it?
I'm good to you. I got it.
Oh, I thought y'all were gonna try it.
We're gonna try them too, but we're making sure.
Just making sure that
Everybody-
all the judges, of course. Man.
Oh, careful.
I was kind of like stressing this whole time. So,
Oh, okay.
plus I have really bad anxiety, so
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm not gonna lie.
too much pressure on my chest.
Okay.
I mean, if you were bad, we would
That's kind of good. I like this, Jonathan.
Yeah. But just
No, no.
the pepper.
Where's the top to this?
Somewhere.
You know what?
This incorporates one of my childhood.
I mean, I tend to like my
childhood noodle combinations.
Put it down.
Well,
That being settled, you know, real quick, as a group, y'all can come together and talk. And, or unless y'all know right now, what's the thing that each chef did best overall? So everybody can, so they can know what, you know, their strong suit.
well, actually, what did they do best and what they do worst?
Yeah. So if y'all can talk about as a group. Y'all gotta agree. Like, what thing as a group do y'all agree on?
I mean, but like y'all already here, so
Do y'all
y'all
agree? Y'all know? Yeah. Y'all know?
I think overall, I think you guys, as y'all learn to cook more, you'll understand like your steaks. You want to make sure they're tender. You want your meat to be tender. moist. So things
I
that
hate
you
a
can do
dry-
for that, you can marinate.
Mm-hmm.
And then, or when you're frying, turn the heat down, let it cook, because the steak, you don't have to cook it that long.
Okay.
If it floats, it's done pretty much.
Gotcha.
I also wanted to add in to know the different, to know how to cook them by the thickness and thinness.
Yeah, can I
Because
use
you
a
all
thin?
pretty much had like thin meats. I feel like it didn't require that much heat nor that much cooking time, nor that much seasoning. So you guys did right by not adding a ton of seasoning because of how small the meat is. However, the cooking time, I feel like is something you guys should increase.
Okay.
We can start from Jason since he was the first one. What I think he did best and he did worse. I can go first. For me, what he did best was mostly like the flavor and the noodles. Like the noodles had a full consistency of right in the middle, and that's why I personally enjoy it. And I love the flavor. It was very strong and powerful. Oh, I can speak English. And I really enjoyed that. And for worst thing, I gotta say it was a steak. I mean, yes, it was tender. But like I feel like it cost the flavor of it because the flavor by itself wasn't much. So all it was is spicy noodles, but with a great consistency. That's just my opinion.
Of course.
Alright, for me, starting with Jalen. Wait, he's Jalen, right?
Yeah, and that's Jason.
Jason.
Jason went
That's
first.
what we're doing first.
He had
Jason,
to
okay.
spicy down.
For one, the presentation, that's the main part of this dish. Amazing. I love the meat in the noodles in the middle. That's what you did the best. And since the what would they call, garnish was cut a little big, it brought it out more. It made the dish pop. And for worse, the garnish was also a blessing and a curse. Since it was cut big,
Double-edged sword.
it was cut big. It also kind of took over the rest of the flavor of the dish. So.
As far as the thing you did the best, I would say it was the balance of the flavor. Because if you had made the noodles spicy and cheesy and then made the steak like really seasoned, you wouldn't really be able to appreciate the flavor of the noodles, which is the main part of the dish because it is raw.
I mean, we're the
So
only
I
two with
feel
nuts.
like the flavor was the best thing that you did here. As far as the worst
You had
thing,
an acquired
like I
taste.
said, it was really just the garnish being cut a little big, but the
Peace.
broth, it was
Jordan said don't leave her
it was
chopstick.
meant to be creamy.
Bro.
It was
Alright, bye.
Basha.
Dasha.
One of the judges had to step out, but
But the spice and the cheese complemented each other. It was like hot, it was like hot and then it was cool. So I feel like the best was worse.
Oh yes.
I had to put a lot of spice to counter that.
Bro, get out.
That made it creamy. That made it creamy. I can see the work that you did there.
that joke I made about milk at the grocery store.
What?
I made a joke about putting milk in my stuff, like kind of like I'm afraid that makes it creamy.
So that was it.
I think overall, not being a judge, but I think you guys did pretty good. Pretty good considering that some of y'all don't cook at all. And some of y'all might not cook to this thing, but it takes a lot to put yourself out there. So
Okay.
congrats. Was there a prize? No. You
Uh,
got the bragging rights. There you go.
I'll
Bragging
send you
rights.
like $5 one day.
Thank you,
So it'll be
man.
random. You'll just work up and have
Y'all
$5.
better do
Oh,
this.
also, best and worst
Can I
thing
get
about Jason.
2.5?
Okay.
Next time y'all do this, do a whole days with dessert. I want dessert, lunch, and breakfast.
Well, we'll work our way there.
Oh, I can do it. I can
Basil,
do it.
what's the best thing about Jaden dish?
Okay, so I'd say the best thing was the unconventional use of pork. You see, pork, I really don't expect that to go in ramen. I'd expect it to be steak or chicken, usually. I've never seen pork in ramen. So, ever. So that really brought the dish together. I really like that. Now for the worst thing, I'd say it was the peppers, cause they did really good for the presentation, but for the taste, it didn't really do anything for it. So that's my opinion.
Gotcha. Well, all the judges, make it go use the bathroom real quick. So, just talk about mine.